No kidding.
You and President Obama share a common ancestor named Anthony Woolhouse.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most bonkers celebrity cousins pairs from Finding Your Roots.
What a dream come true.
Number 20, Amanda Seyfried and Amy Ryan. After the bulk of Seyfried's episode was done, she got to participate in a segment showing her which famous people she's related to. Amanda's face lit up when she found out she was cousins with fellow actor Amy Ryan.
You're kidding me.
Amy Ryan.
Wait, what? We're DNA cousins?
This comes from the fact that both actresses have a similar segment of DNA within their X chromosomes, which means they're linked back by a common ancestor. Ryan is particularly famous for her time on The Office, and has also played a recurring character on Only Murders in the Building. Amanda was shocked, but also thrilled to find out that Amy Ryan was one of her relatives.
The world just got smaller again.
Hey, it's great to know that a knack for comedy runs in the family. Number 19, John Lithgow and Clint Eastwood. When it comes to old-school spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood is arguably one of the most popular faces of that genre. But beyond his extensive collection of iconic films, he's also got a pretty extensive collection of family members. When John Lithgow appeared on Finding Your Roots, he discovered that he and Clint were DNA cousins.
And your fellow actors, Alec Baldwin, Clint Eastwood, and Sally Field.
My God.
His ninth great-grandfather, William Bradford Jr., was also an ancestor of Eastwood, linking him and Lithgow together. The revelation, understandably, was pretty wild for John to discover.
Could you ever imagine your cousin with Clint Eastwood?
Why won't he hire me?
The two popular actors actually also have other celebrities in their family tree too, like Sally Field and Alec Baldwin. Since Lithgow and Eastwood are family, maybe we'll see John in a Dollars Trilogy remake someday. Who knows? Number 18, Angelica Houston, Larry David, and Bernie Sanders. By now, most people probably know that Larry David and Bernie Sanders are cousins. And don't worry, we'll get there. It was a pretty crazy reveal initially, especially since Larry has actually even parodied Bernie on SNL.
Hello. Enough with the hellos. Let's do this.
But the thing is, there's a lot more to this story. That's because when Angelica Houston was on Finding Your Roots, she learned she was cousins with both Larry David and Bernie Sanders.
All three of you share an identical stretch of DNA on chromosome 7. This means that you're related to them through your unknown Jewish ancestors. Isn't that amazing?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So great.
Being related to just one of these two would have already been pretty interesting. So to be related to both is extra intriguing. Seriously, just think about it. Morticia Adams, the co-creator of Seinfeld, and a former presidential candidate are actually all part of the same family. Now that's an iconic trio. Number 17, Michael Douglas and Scarlett Johansson. The MCU has had a few family acts before, most famously with Kurt Russell playing a character named Ego and his son Wyatt Russell eventually playing a character named U.S. Agent. But the Russells aren't the only family in town. Scarlett Johansson and Michael Douglas, who play Black Widow and Hank Pym respectively, are actually cousins.
You're kidding.
Your DNA cousin is the actor Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, it's amazing. All right, this is cool. This is so cool.
The two actors share similar DNA on at least 4 chromosomes. When Michael discovered this, he found the reveal pretty darn cool.
Well, I look forward to seeing Scarlett next time.
Not only are these two actors aware of each other, they've also worked together, both appearing in Avengers Endgame. Sure, they don't actually share any scenes together, but it's still exciting to know that this family is connected through not just blood, but also an iconic brand in Marvel. Number 16, Seth Meyers and Kevin Bacon. All roads lead back to Bacon. Okay, maybe that sounds a little bit weird, but it's actually kind of true. Loads of people in the entertainment industry have been able to link themselves back to Kevin Bacon in some form. And as it turns out, some celebrities are even linked to Kevin Bacon through DNA.
You want to find out who it is?
Yes.
Please turn the page.
Yes.
Seth Meyers, for example, is one such person. He discovered that he and Bacon are genetic cousins and was pretty stoked about it.
What A dream come true.
This information was revealed first on Finding Your Roots, but it actually spread pretty quickly into the world of late night. That's because Seth got the chance to break the news to Kevin Bacon directly on his talk show. Hey, if that's not a flex, then what is? Number 15, Jimmy Kimmel and Martha Stewart. Speaking of late night hosts and secret relatives, there's another shock in store. When Jimmy Kimmel dug into his ancestry, he learned he was related to television personality Martha Stewart. The business food entertainment icon is cousins with the late night host. Kimmel found the reveal hilarious while simultaneously joking that it was bad for Martha.
Could you please turn the page?
You gotta be kidding me. This, by the way, this explains me. That's unbelievable.
He also let it slip that he makes his own vinegar, which one can assume must be a skill passed down through generations.
I make my own vinegar.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jokes aside, the two stars actually met later on, with Kimmel appearing on one of Martha's holiday-themed shows.
It's called Finding Your Roots, and what they do is they go through your DNA.
I heard this.
Yes.
They found out we're related.
We are cousins.
Maybe when he retires from late night, Jimmy Kimmel can follow in Martha Stewart's footsteps and get a cooking show started. Number 14, Pamela Adlon and Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep has been an iconic part of film for decades, so with that in mind, she's developed quite the cinematic legacy and name value. That's probably why when Pamela Adlon found out she was cousins with the world-famous Academy Award-winning actress, she was stunned. Actually, to be honest, that's putting it pretty mildly.
Shut up! What?
That's right.
Adlon was in complete disbelief when the news broke, and in fact, the news almost broke her. Pamela was so overjoyed to know that she and Meryl were part of the same family tree that she nearly started bursting into tears on the spot. But to be fair, that's completely understandable. Who wouldn't cry tears of joy after finding something crazy like that out?
You are cousins with Meryl Streep.
Are you kidding me?
Number 13, Edward Norton and Julia Roberts. Edward Norton actually has a pretty insane family tree. Seriously, we need to take a look at it really quickly. He's descended from Pocahontas, and his grandfather James Rouse is often credited for coming up with the concept of the modern shopping mall. Rouse is also credited for making the planned community of Columbia, Maryland. That's pretty wild, but Norton's ancestry keeps getting crazier. That's because he's also cousins with Julia Roberts.
All right, please turn the page.
Julia Roberts, everyone.
Both actors appeared on the same episode of Finding Your Roots, and were both taken aback by this reveal. Norton even joked that all the family's good looks went to Julia instead of him.
How come I didn't get the teeth and the smile?
That settles it. We need to see Edward Norton and Julia Roberts in a movie together sometime soon. Number 12, Kevin Bacon and Barack Obama. We mentioned earlier that all roads lead to Bacon, and they really do. Just think about 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's a game all about trying to see if an actor can be linked back to Kevin in 6 steps or less. But beyond the game, he really does have an extensive family lineage. He's related to tons of people, like Brad Pitt, for example. But one of the more mind-boggling connections is to former President Barack Obama.
No kidding.
Barack is Kevin's 12th cousin 3 times removed. When Kevin found this out, he was excited by the connection, and you can't blame him. Being able to say that one of your cousins used to run the United States is pretty darn cool.
I knew I wasn't getting enough respect.
Number 11, Bob Odenkirk and King Charles III. Can we get a petition going to force Bob Odenkirk to legally change his name to Bob Odenking? Seriously, there might actually be something there. After all, the actor is apparently royalty. We're genuinely not joking here. The face behind Saul Goodman has some royal DNA in his blood. In his episode of Finding Your Roots, word slipped that Bob is cousins with King Charles III.
That is wild.
Bob, how does this make you feel?
Like I'm part of history.
He and Charles happen to be 11th cousins. This was a wild revelation, and one with the potential to fundamentally change someone's entire identity. Despite this, Bob has mentioned he's not a big fan of monarchies, so hopefully this new info doesn't change his tune.
But I'm an American. I'm not a monarchist. I don't believe in that. You know, I feel like it's a little twisted.
Number 10, Melanie Lynskey and Questlove. Actress Melanie Lynskey and musician Questlove have both appeared on separate episodes of Finding Your Roots. But it was during Lynskey's episode in season 11 that a surprising connection between the two was revealed.
We found a match for each of them. Evidence within their own chromosomes of distant cousins that they never knew they had.
She learned that she and Questlove are distant cousins linked by an identical DNA segment they both share. Lynskey's reaction moved from shock to disbelief and ultimately excitement.
Really?
Yes. Questlove is 18% European.
And is related to me?
Though visibly stunned, she flipped the script by asking host Henry Louis Gates Jr. how he felt when he first discovered the connection.
I am very excited.
How about that?
How surprised were you when this was the outcome?
I couldn't believe it.
This is so amazing. He's such a sweet guy.
Considering her own quirky charm, it's not so surprising that she and the ever-delightful Questlove might be family. Number 9, Lewis Black and Mark Maron. Some familial discoveries on Finding Your Roots seem to come out of left field, but there are others that, while still surprising, just feel oddly fitting.
If we had his ideal family tree and yours, there'd be more than one person who would be the same, like a great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather. And we know that through DNA, because as the brothers say, DNA don't lie.
During his 2021 appearance on the show, comedian Lewis Black uncovered several hardships his ancestors endured. However, the biggest surprise of the episode came when he learned he was distantly related to fellow comic Mark Maron.
Your DNA cousin is your fellow stand-up comedian, Mark Maron.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's perfect. That's really funny.
Known for his appearances on late-night talk shows and his podcast WTF with Mark Maron, the connection between Maron and Black feels almost inevitable, considering both men have built careers out of their controlled rage. Black even joked about their shared temperament during a subsequent appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
I found out I'm related to Mark Maron. Tough relationship. One angry Jewish comic related to, another angry Jewish comic.
Number 8, RuPaul and Cory Booker. Merely looking at them, you can tell there's some resemblance between U.S. Senator Cory Booker and drag icon RuPaul. But as it turns out, their connection is more than just skin deep. When RuPaul appeared on season 6 of Finding Your Roots, host Henry Louis Gates Jr. revealed that he is DNA cousins with Booker.
You and Cory share a long stretch of identical DNA on your first chromosome.
He looks like my kid.
While he was momentarily surprised, RuPaul quickly acknowledged the striking resemblance they share. To RuPaul, the connection made sense, as Booker had always reminded him of another cousin.
Every time I've ever seen him, he reminds me of my cousin Eula.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's a good reason.
Yeah.
Because you're related.
How about that?
The following year, Booker leaned into the fabulous family tie by making a guest appearance on the season 13 finale of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Thank you, cousin RuPaul. You all already know the rules. So I just want to say thank you. In life, we were not born to fit in. We were born to stand out.
Number 7, Billy Crudup and Terry Crews. On the surface, Hollywood actors Billy Crudup and Terry Crews seem to have little in common. They had never met, nor appeared together on screen when Crudup took part in Finding Your Roots in 2023. During the episode, he discovered that he and Crews share an identical stretch of DNA on their 16th chromosomes, making them distant cousins.
Get out of here.
Terry Crews.
Are you kidding me?
Your DNA cousin is actor and former pro football player Terry Crews.
Crudup was thrilled by the news, but said his son William, who is a devoted fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, would be even more excited.
When he hears this, this will be by far the most exciting portion of this.
Apparently, after discovering this connection, both actors finally met for the first time and uncovered even more surprising similarities. They were born just 22 days apart, and the name Crews was actually derived from Crudup.
That's incredible. And the fact that the first of his name is Crew, we now got the Crew.
Number 6, John Lithgow and Henry Louis Gates Jr. Award-winning actor John Lithgow came on Finding Your Roots eager to explore his family tree, but he soon discovered that some of his distant relatives were not so distant after all.
A relative whose journey, made long ago, brought John and I closer together.
Host Henry Louis Gates Jr. revealed that Lithgow not only shares DNA with stars like Alec Baldwin, Clint Eastwood, and Sally Field, but is also related to Gates himself. Lithgow's jaw dropped to the floor, as did ours.
Yep. No. No. Yes, we are related. I am 50% European.
Gates explained that their connection traces back to his own maternal ancestor who was English. Still overcome with emotion, Lithgow took a moment to process the news before reaching across the table and grabbing Gates' hands in pure joy.
What a fantastic ending! Oh, my brother!
Number 5, Viola Davis and Anita Hill.
You ready to meet your cousin?
Yes.
Please turn the page.
Anita Hill?
Anita Hill.
Oh my goodness.
One of these women made history as the first Black actress to win an Emmy for lead actress in a drama series for playing a lawyer in How to Get Away with Murder. The other is an actual lawyer who rose to prominence after accusing then Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas of sexual harassment. Despite many challenges they faced, both women persevered and built remarkable careers for themselves. So it was fitting to learn they are actually related.
Viola and Anita share a long, identical stretch of DNA on their 9th chromosome, a sure sign of a shared ancestor.
In a 2023 episode of Finding Your Roots, Davis discovered that she and Hill are distant cousins, connected by a shared segment of DNA on their 9th chromosome. For Davis, the revelation felt right, as she had met Hill before and sensed a strong bond with her.
I knew she was a kindred spirit. Even when I met her, I'm like, you're a kindred spirit.
Number 4, Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly.
Isn't that fascinating?
It is, and it just tells you what a great place America is, because we're about as opposite as you can possibly get.
TV personalities Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly couldn't be more different. While Maher leans towards the liberal side of the political spectrum and is an outspoken atheist, O'Reilly is a staunch conservative with deep ties to Christian circles. Both men appeared on the same episode in 2016, and despite their many differences, they came to learn that they are actually distant cousins.
You and Bill O'Reilly share an identical stretch of DNA, and that means that you're distant cousins. And your ancestors were almost certainly Klansmen.
It certainly is.
Using DNA testing of their Y chromosomes, the show's researchers discovered that both men share a common male ancestor from the medieval kingdom of Brefna in Ireland. Only on Finding Your Roots can two men walk in as polar opposites and leave as family.
You're going to have to put him on 24-hour medical watch. This ruins his career. This destroys him.
Number 3, Glenn Close and Princess Diana. Although she is considered Hollywood royalty, award-winning actor Glenn Close had no idea she had actual royalty in her lineage. That is, until she came on Finding Your Roots in 2021. Close learned that she was a descendant of a man named John Strong, a 17th century Englishman who moved to the US at age 30.
He boarded a ship for the New World and ended up as one of the founding members of what became known as the First Church of Northampton, Massachusetts.
Through him, Close discovered she was distantly related to actor-director Clint Eastwood, as well as the late Princess Diana.
Really?
You are directly related to Princess Diana.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As fate would have it, Close had actually met Diana in 1989, years before her untimely passing, when she was promoting a film in England. Close remembered their encounter fondly and couldn't help but note how much they resembled each other.
Did you have any idea that you were related to her?
No, but look at our hairstyles. They're very much alike.
Number 2, Larry David and Bernie Sanders.
People say to me, they talk about Larry David, and I say, he does a better Bernie Sanders than I do. Oh my God.
You couldn't have scripted a more surprising cousin reveal. Larry David and Bernie Sanders have built reputations in entirely different arenas. David is a comedian and legendary TV producer, while Sanders is a longtime U.S. Senator. But dig a little deeper, and you'd find that they share quite a few similarities, both being Jewish men born in New York City in the 1940s. David has even impersonated Sanders multiple times on Saturday Night Live.
We're doomed! We need a revolution! Millions of people on the streets! And we gotta do something! And we gotta do it now!
Those parallels took on new meaning when the two appeared on the season 4 premiere of Finding Your Roots and discovered they are sixth cousins once removed.
What the hell?
You're kidding. Oh my God. That is unbelievable.
It was the most unexpected revelation that somehow made perfect sense.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick. One of the most unsettling revelations for any married couple would be discovering they're related. Actors Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick faced a version of this when they both appeared on the first season of Finding Your Roots.
Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick are two of the most respected actors in Hollywood. Not only because of their accomplished careers, but also because of their unusually long and happy partnership.
Married for over 30 years, the couple learned that they share a common ancestor, making them ninth cousins once removed. Quite interestingly, neither Bacon nor Sedgwick seemed particularly shocked by the revelation.
That is your ninth cousin once removed, and his name is Kevin Bacon.
Oy, Gavalta Schmalta. I knew it. I'm telling you, I knew this was going to happen.
Sedgwick had suspected a possible biological connection to Bacon and had already broken the news to him after learning the truth earlier.
Yeah, I knew this. She told me.
She cheated.
Well, she cheated, yeah.
She couldn't. She was so excited.
This is why we're still married, because you can never tell her to not tell me something.
Nonetheless, she managed to find solace in the fact that their connection was as remote as it gets. Are there any wild cousin reveals we missed? Let us know down in the comments.